Thanks for joining us again. For those who don't know us, I'm Veronica.
And I'm Rob. Good morning.
Happy Easter, everybody. We've spent a bit of time devising these exercises so that it will help develop all body strength. It will cover anterior chain strengthening, posterior chain strengthening, and our oblique slings. This week the exercises we've progressed from last week, and we've added some additional new exercises as well.
So this morning, as we said, they're climber orientated resistance exercises. You don't necessarily have to be a rock climber to perform this routine. Say it's going to activate your whole body. Equipment needed for today, we have our chair, comfy cushion, bottle of water if you have one. And for all you climbers out there, you'll need your climbing shoes for some of the exercises later as well. So I think the most important thing before we start any routine, workout, training is to actually warm up. So we're going to go through a warm up now. So we're going to raise the pulse, activate the muscles, and mobilize the joints as well. So we're just going to move our chairs. Okay, so we're just going to go for a little follow along warm up, and we're going to start off just with shoulders. We're going to do some arm circles, so we're just going to go for 10 backwards like we're going for backstroke, so 10 rotations. And 10 forward rotations. Get those shoulders moving on a Saturday morning. Okay, awesome. Then we're going to go for arm opposites. Challenge our coordination a little bit.
I think I've got better at this week.
I'm still terrible. And then the opposite direction again. Oh, this is my better side.
No, this is my bad side. Definitely feeling a bit dyslexic this side. Okay.
Okay, cool. So if you all have your bottles of water to hand, we're just going to go legs wide, and we're going to go for some squats, but we're going to do some figure 8 passes. So I'm going to pass the bottle of water under my left leg and up, under the left leg and up, and repeat. So we'll go for 15 reps. And 7, 8, 9, 10. See if you can squat a little bit deeper. Okay, 15 reps.
You're not squatting very deep there.
Okay, and let's go feet together. We'll go for another 10 squats. So feet completely together and squat as low as you can.
Oh, your heels are coming off there, Ravo.
Definitely not.
Yes, they are. You're not showing your heels.
My heels are well and
No,
truly
they're
stuck
not.
to the floor.
He's lying.
Whoop. And 10. Okay, excellent. So this time we're going to go feet wide, and we're going to fold forward from the hips, and we're going to go for some toe touches. This is really going to help to mobilize our mid-spine and really open the spine up. So feet just wide, fold forward at the hips, and toe touches. Twenty, 21, 22. Keep going, guys. Head left. Great stuff. Okay, we'll keep our feet where they are, and we're going to go for our Cossack squats. We're going to go palms to the outside of each foot, and we'll go for 10 each side. And it's quite an important rock climbing movement. We're rocking over, weight transfer over one leg. And I've lost count already, but we'll just keep going.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20.
Excellent. Okay, next we're going to come into a plank position. We're going to bring the right foot outside the right hand. And we're going to keep the left knee off the floor. I'm going to rotate the right hand towards the ceiling and back to the start for 10 reps. And try and sink into those hips.
Yeah, this is a great hip mobility and thoracic spine mobility exercise. Is it 10?
Yeah, and then back into plank position. And pause for a second, reset, and left foot outside your left hand. And we're going to go for 10 with the left hand towards the ceiling.
Did you struggle lifting that leg up there, did you, old man?
And 9, and last one, and 10. And the final exercise, we're going to come back into plank, and we're just going to go opposite knee to opposite elbow, so it's known as mountain climbers. So we're just going to step through and make sure your knee touches your elbow. Come on, Veronica.
Yours are not touching. I've got short legs.
And maintain that good strong shoulder position. And keep going. So we're going to speed it up and just bring the knees to the midline. And there we go. Warm up is complete. Hopefully everybody should feel their heart rate elevated. We've mobilised our joints. And we've activated the muscles a little bit as well. So now we're going to get stuck into the main routine.
Which is the arm openings on the chair, but we've progressed that by adding a weight, so that is using a water bottle with, hopefully you filled up your water bottle and that's not empty. And then the start position is going to be different. So again, this exercise is to strengthen our anterior chain, so our abdominal muscles at the front, hip flexors right down into our legs. So this time we're going to start in a tucked position. So you're not sitting right on the edge of the chair this time. You're going to be sat towards the middle. Left arm on the backrest there. Feet up. So your knees are starting in this tucked position. You're holding your water bottle. And you're going to roll down, straighten out your legs, so you're into the hollow position, and then reach out with your arm. That's one. And again, rolling down, pointing your toes, reaching out with that water bottle, and then coming back up into the tuck position. That's 2. We're doing 8 reps again. 3. And to make it a bit harder, you can be a bit lighter on your left arm. 5, 6, keeping that dish position in your core. Really tighten those tummy muscles, reaching out. Is this 7th?
And 8.
So that's 8. Great, now we're going to roll. Come around to the other side. So we are holding the water bottle on our left arm now. And again, we're starting in that tucked position, holding our water bottle with straight arm, rolling down, straightening out our legs, and then sitting back up into the tuck. So this is 2. And 3, we're opening up there. And 4, really maintain that hollow position in your trunk. sucking in the tummy muscles. Was that 5?
Yeah, 6.
6. Okay, beginning to feel a burn now. And 7. Great. Last one.
Cool.
Oh.
Definitely a good kickstart to the abdominal wall.
Now.
Whew. So
Next.
that's basically activated the anterior chain, the hip flexors, the legs, reaching out for holds as well. So it's creating a lot of tension down through the front of the body. So the next exercise of the routine we're going to look at is a pike press. And it's going to activate the shoulders and the hips as well. I'm just going to place my knees on the chair, my hands on the floor, and we're going to go into a press position, and the objective is just to get the top of the head, like the crown of the head, onto the floor and back up again. So,
I'm going to go sideways like this.
yeah, and feet up. So knees onto the chair, hands onto the floor, knees up in the air. Now if you feel this on your wrist, you can turn your fingers out a little bit. And we're just going to come down, head to the floor, and back up. And down, and back up.
So 8 reps.
Yeah, 8 reps.
So the top of the range, you're really driving through the shoulders. How many reps are you on?
8.
Okay. I'm gonna get one more. Oh, that's pretty hard.
Cool. So we'll just take a few seconds after coming back up. Sometimes you can be a little bit lightheaded after this exercise. So we'll just take a seat on our trusty chair just to give our bodies a break for a second. So you really should feel that in your triceps and in your shoulders. It's quite a good, it's almost mimicking an overhead shoulder press. Cool, good job folks. On to the next exercise.
And you'll just have your water bottle there just at hand. Rest on your elbow, bring your feet up onto your chair, okay? So that your ankles and your feet are supported, and you might need to adjust the position a little bit of where your shoulder is. So you want your elbow to be directly below your shoulder, so it's not tucked underneath and not way ahead of the shoulder, okay? So directly below, you're going to grab your water bottle, rest it on your hip here, okay? So this is just as a little bit of extra weight. You're going to let the hips sink down and then lift those hips up high, driving through your shoulders, keeping your trunk square open, okay? That's 1 rep. So lowering back down, this is 2, keeping yourself open, sinking down again. Now drive up, push this water ball up. That's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Oh my goodness. That's really hard. That's really hard.
That's my favourite. It's the easiest exercise for me.
No, it's not the easiest. So I really felt that on that side there. So swapping around doing your other side. So this is my right side. Again, I'm on my elbow, bringing my feet up onto the chair, get myself sorted so that my elbow is just below my shoulder. Water bottle on your hip, letting the hip sink down, and then drive up through your hip, pushing through your shoulder. That's 1.
Not a wee bit too fast.
2, you had already started. You can do extra reps. 3, and try not to rotate your body forward. So that's why I'm trying to keep your body open when you're doing this. Lost count. 2 more.
7 and 8. Hips as high as you can. Come on, babe.
I'm dying. Okay.
And rest there. We've coined this reach for the sky, and it's quite a climbing specific exercise, so if you want to get your climbing shoes on, let's do this.
Has anybody noticed Rob's new shoes? Rob has a bit of a shoe fetish, if you didn't know. He's gone all SPORTIVA now. So what are they?
The solution comps.
Yeah. And what do you think of them?
They're not bad.
Not bad. Do you love them?
Yes. Okay guys, so this next exercise is going to activate the whole body. And we're going to start off sitting on the floor at the side of the chair. And I'm going to have my elbow resting on the chair. My right leg is going to be completely straight. And my left leg is going to be tucked in. So from this position, I'm quite tucked in. I'm going to basically press up on the chair as much as I can and reach towards the ceiling. And from this position, I'm going to slowly lower back down and back onto the floor. So as you can see, my foot is quite close to my midline. If I wanted to make this exercise harder, I could take my foot further away, but it makes it a lot more difficult to balance on the chair and to press up. So for the first round of this exercise, just to get used to it, keep your foot quite close to your midline. So just to recap again, right arm is on the chair. My inside leg that's closest to the chair is nice and straight. My left knee is bent. I'm weighting my left foot. Left hand's towards the ceiling and reach up and press. So 1 and back down. And go nice and slow. 2 and 3 and 4. Reach as high as you can. And 5. Straighten up as much as you can. Really open the hip up. Nice 1 and 2 to go. And press. And last 1 and push. Perfect. Okay, let's swap sides.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to our back extensors, so strengthening our posterior chain. We're going to grab our water bottle, then lie on the chair so that our stomach is supported. Have our legs straight, feet together. Holding the water bottle, you're going to fold forwards. As you lift your head and your trunk up, you bring the water bottle behind you to then take it with the other hand, and then you bring the water bottle forwards. And again, that's 1 rep.
I'm cheating.
And then you bring it back. This is when you extend your back, folding forwards as you bring the water bottle forwards. And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, last one, 8. Excellent.
So for all you climbers out there, we're going to grab our climbing shoes. So this is going to be a glute ham raise. And again, it's going to activate the posterior chain, the glutes, the hamstrings, the calves, and it's quite good feedback from a climbing perspective. When we start this exercise, we're going to perform it with both legs before we move it on to single leg. And we're going to perform this back to back. Okay, so we're going to go both heels on the chair, knees flexed at 90 degrees, hips flexed at 90 degrees, shoulders relaxed on the floor, arms up towards the ceiling. I'm going to take a breath in and lift the hips up as high as we can go. We're going to go for 8 reps.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I have one more to do, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take us a step further, and we're going to take the right foot off, bring the leg up, point the toes towards the ceiling, and again we're going to repeat, so 8 reps on each side.
Definitely much harder. Really feeling it in my hamstring.
And last one.
Whoa.
And swap sides. So load up the heel again, extend the left leg, and up we go.
That's my last one. Ooh. Whoa, hamstrings, feel it.
Cool. So get our climbing shoes off again, give our toes a break. So that is the first round of exercises complete.